Snow and frost now melt away, sun grows brighter day by day. Winter bows and whispers low, springtime soon will start to grow. Spring is coming. Even as the air still holds the chill of late winter, we can feel the turning of the seasons. The days lengthen, the earth softens, and little by little, the natural world begins to stir. For families with young children, this is a beautiful time to begin preparing our homes and our rhythms. Not rushing spring along, but creating gentle pathways for it to enter. In Waldorf-Inspired living, rhythm is not about a rigid schedule. It's about creating breathing in and breathing out moments so the whole family feels held. Spring invites us into new beginnings, planting seeds in the garden, offering food and water to the birds, and bringing signs of life into our homes. These gestures are simple, but they remind the child that they belong to a world that is alive and changing. Crafts are a natural part of this season. We plant seedlings and eggshells, make soft bunting from wool felt, press flowers and herbs, and create little treasures like beeswax candles or a felt chick. None of this needs to be perfect. The act of making, of transforming raw material with our hands is what nourishes the child's inner life. Toddlers watch us carefully. They imitate, absorb, and carry the gestures into their play. When we light a handmade candle or set blossoms in a vase, they experience reverence in a way words alone can't teach. We've been pressing flowers and herbs from our garden: thyme, clover, rosemary, borage, plants that are gentle and low allergy. These will decorate our display board and bring the fresh feeling of spring indoors. We've been slowly preparing our spring decorations. Waldorf-inspired learning at home is really about engaging the senses: touch, smell, sight, and rhythm. We started with some simple projects like planting the seedlings in eggshells and pouring beeswax into eggshells for little candles. We're also making paper tissue blossoms on twigs and small felted ball bunting. These are so simple, but they bring a sense of wonder for toddlers. Making the tissue paper blossoms and hot gluing them onto twigs we collected on a nature walk is a way of saying to our toddler, yes, blossoms are coming, but let's bring them inside while we wait and watch. Part of living in rhythm is also letting go. So we cleared out our winter centerpiece, our nature shelf, and the display board. This is something toddlers love to help with if they're allowed to. Putting things away makes space for what's new. And now we get to set up our spring display. On the board, I've added pressed flowers, some new photos of my toddler's favourite people and adventures, and of course the bunting we made earlier. By letting go of what is past and making room for what is come, we model trust in the cycles of the year. Slowly we replace pine cones and stones with pressed blossoms, soft colours and the early fruits of our crafting. A spring rhythm doesn't have to be complicated. It may be as simple as starting the day with a walk to notice new growth, sharing a verse before meal times, or bringing fresh flowers to the table once a week. What matters is that the child feels a steady heartbeat of the home. These little rituals become their sense of security and later their sense of wonder. For our centerpiece, we're gathering together the things we've been making, the beeswax eggshell candles, our little seedlings, a felted carrot I made, blossom twigs, a felt chick, and because my toddler absolutely loves owls, an owl-shaped beeswax candle that we all light at dinner time to represent that it is going to get dark soon and that's when the owls will come out. And finally, a little vase with a fresh little seedling in it. And over on our nature shelf we place shells and seed pods we've collected already with another vase of herbs and blossoms to keep things fresh. As I learn and create alongside my toddler, I'm reminded that rhythm is never about getting it perfect. It's about living in flow with the seasons, finding beauty in the simple and allowing our children to grow into the world with joy. If you'd like to begin shaping your own weekly flow, I've created a free PDF guide with simple tips to get started. And if you'd like to go deeper, my Family Flow Starter Kit offers seasonal guidance for bringing rhythm into your home in a way that feels natural and doable. You'll also find the blog post and more resources linked below. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I'd love it if you liked and subscribed so we can keep growing this community of families and learning and living in flow together. See you next week, friends.